How's it going, everyone? We haven't taken a look at the new games that have been revealed recently in quite a while, so I thought let's get back on that, and we have quite a few games to look at. We're not going to be looking at everything, just some of the stuff that's more of a sleeper and you guys might not be completely aware about, but without further waiting, let's get right into it, and let's start off with the science fiction action platformer in Blackwind. This is one that kind of got announced out of nowhere. It's coming to PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, X1, Switch, and PC, so really running the gambit of all platforms. Again, it's a top-down sci-fi action game that puts you in the shoes of a teenager trapped inside a prototype battle armor suit during an alien invasion. Boy, if I haven't heard of that as an anime storyline, I don't know what we're doing here. Face off against enemies, cut through their ranks, and fight back to stop a planetary invasion. The game is kind of reminiscent to me of like a Housemarque game with very, very flashy visuals and particle effects, but definitely looks like a game that I think a lot of people can get into. When the Starship Pandora is shot down, James Hawkins finds himself trapped inside a military prototype battle frame armor as he hurtles down towards Medusa 42. As the Rankos hordes ravage the planet and leave every human mining colony in ruins, James doesn't have long to discover how to operate the battle frame if he wants to survive his dangerous surroundings and find his missing father. So honestly, from a story layout standpoint, doesn't sound like the craziest thing in the world, but sounds like a pretty simple survive and find your missing family type of story. But I have to say, the gameplay that I'm seeing thus far looks really good. Again, definitely getting vibes of a Housemarque title, but at the same time, the combat looks quite unique as well. So hopefully this turns out to be something that people end up getting really into. It is scheduled for release Q4 of this year, so it's not long until we're going to get this in our hands. It's being published by Blowfish Studios, so hopefully they drop something nice with a Blackwind as it's dropping later this year. Next up, we have Omno for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. This one is right around the corner as it's dropping July 29th. Coming from publisher Future Friends Game, Omno is a single-player journey of discovery through an ancient world of wonders, and visually the game looks quite nice, although it does have more of a simplistic look going on for it. I also find it aesthetically pleasing. Omno whisks you away on a journey of discovery through an ancient world of wonders. It's a single-player adventure full of puzzle secrets and obstacles to overcome. The power of a lost civilization will carry you on an epic quest through lush forests, sun-blasted deserts, and frozen tundras, even on the clouds. On your way, you'll discover a vibrant world full of strange and wonderful life forms, from cute little critters to enigmatic giants and everything in between. Again, the game is definitely not going to be revered for its technical outing or, like, you know, being technically nuanced in terms of a visual standpoint. Crysis this is not. However, I still like the visual look of the game, and if you're a fan of more relaxing games, I think this is going to be something right up your alley. It is dropping July 29th, and by the way, there is a free demo available on PC right now, so you can check that out if you do want, and the game isn't too difficult to run, so you can play that right now. Next up, we have the King of Fighters 15. This is coming to PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, and PC. Yes, King of Fighters is back, and now we got King of Fighters 15. Kind of surreal to see it back once again, coming Q1 of 2022, so still a little bit of a ways away. The game has been putting out quite a few trailers to go over a lot of their characters, and they've been putting out these character trailers since the beginning of the year, but now we've gotten some clarity on exactly what platforms the game is going to be dropping, as well as a release window, so I thought it would be good to reiterate this one as well. King of Fighters 14 was one game that I got pretty into, even though it was a little bit past my time of me being super into fighting games when I did get into it, but still, to see King of Fighters kick in all these years later, and now with a 15th entry in the franchise coming in 2022, I mean, whenever you hit a milestone like that and you have 15 games in a franchise, that right there can be commended. But right now, it's nice to see that the game is dropping on pretty much every platform, so that is cool to see. Hopefully, PC users do also have a steady stream of players to play with, because that's generally the problem with PC fighting games, but hopefully this one turns out pretty well on there as well. Again, Q1 of 2022. Another long-running franchise making a comeback. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown launches September 22nd, 2022, and you'll be able to navigate the bustling island of Hong Kong. Wow, Test Drive Unlimited, that is quite a throwback, but to see a brand new title in this franchise as well, that's pretty cool. And we have a game that's coming to literally every platform: PC, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Xbox Series. So once again, running the gambit as far as that's concerned. Now, this game is a year and change away. They already have it dated September 22nd of 2022. We'll see if it ends up hitting that window. You know, whenever release dates are this far out, that makes me a little bit skeptical. However, We have an open-world driving and lifestyle experience in a real-world location built at a 1-to-1 scale. Grab your keys and live your life of luxury. Remember, social status is everything in the world of Test Drive Unlimited. This is a game that has potential to have a lot of longevity. That's really the idea of Test Drive Unlimited. The idea is to make an open world that is replayable, and hopefully they do get that element of the game right. Given that it's announced now and they're, aiming for a release way far down the line, hopefully that gives them ample enough time to deliver on a quality experience, and hopefully this is something that, again, will have quite a bit of longevity. Interesting that it is, again, running the gambit of all platforms. It's going all the way up to PS5, but then it's also going to be on Nintendo Switch, so it's going to be interesting to see what exactly they go for in terms of a technical outing here. I mean, racing games in general aren't the craziest things in the world, but when you're competing with other open-world racers like Forza Horizon 5s of the world, you do have quite the high bar to reach, but hopefully this is something that turns out rather well, and I like the setting of Hong Kong as well, out September 22nd of 2022. And lastly, while we still don't have an update on the new Skate game, Session is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Currently, the game is in early access on Xbox One and PC, but now it's nice to know that the game will be seeing a PS5 and PS4 release. Now, Session is not what I would call an arcade skateboarding game. It definitely has more elements of simulation going on for it, but it also still makes it a pretty enjoyable game. I played quite a bit of it on PC and had an enjoyable time with it. Not everybody was, completely into the controls and things like that, but I think the world is just starving for high-quality skateboarding titles that this is still going to do pretty well, and I think you should at least give it a chance if you are into the genre. I know everybody is looking forward to Skate 4, but that's probably a long ways away. For now, I think Session is still going to be something worthwhile to check out, and again, the game will be launching on a plethora of platforms: PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, X1, and PC, so really only missing out on a Switch release, and they've been consistently updating the game in early access, and it's gotten better and better. I remember initially, the reception was not as strong as it is now, but the reception's fairly strong with people playing the early access game, but we'll see how it ultimately turns out. Hopefully this is out sometime later this year or sometime in early 2022, but that's gonna wrap up this one. Again, a lot of new games have been announced recently. Really, we're in that wave of games being announced after E3, and we're still getting some cool stuff announced. We got a State of Play happening later today, so there's gonna be more stuff announced, but that's gonna wrap up this one. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.